She woke up to silence. Not the silence of sleep nor the quiet before the dawn, but the thick, heavy silence of being buried alive. Her body ached as if torn apart and stitched back together with heat. Her head spun. Her eyes flickered open to a ceiling of rough black stone. Glowing moss lit the small cavern in a faint green hue. She was underground, alone, and she was no longer just herself. Her name was Isuri, and she was not from this world. Her people were explorers, peaceful and wise, and she had been part of an outreach unit studying the deeper crust of this strange planet the locals called Earth. But her last memory before everything went dark was of something wet, enormous, and wrong slithering through the earth toward her, then screams, then nothing. Now her body felt foreign. Her hand trembled as it moved to her stomach. It was swollen unnaturally. She shivered, but not from cold. Isuri had no concept of pregnancy, the way humans understood it, but instinct, biology, and memory all screamed one thing. She was carrying something that did not belong inside her. Tears blew like a nebula, rolled down her cheeks as she curled against the stone wall. She tried to reach out to her team through her mind link. Nothing. No signal. Her psychic beacon had been crushed. Her race's only law was consent in all things. What happened to her was not just an assault of flesh, but of spirit, a violation of her people's core truth. With shaking limbs, she activated the emergency frequency embedded beneath her collarbone, a desperate, final signal not meant for her kind, but for anyone, anything that might still be listening. Miles above, on the surface of a quiet mountain town in northern Wales, a young human named Ewan Maddox stood in his shed adjusting the tuning on a radio he had built from scrap parts. He was no ordinary lad. While most his age chased thrills or drinks, Ewan chased signals, abandoned frequencies, strange echoes, whispers from stars. He had long believed there were things beneath the earth, old and buried and waiting. His friends laughed. His teachers dismissed him. But he didn't need their belief. He just needed proof. Tonight, as the wind howled through the valleys, a single ping interrupted the static. It was not Morse, not human, not from any database. Ewan's heart stuttered as he scribbled the wave pattern, then slowly, painfully, translated it through a converter. Help. Alone. Trapped. Not human. Pregnant. Violated. Hurt. Please. His blood ran cold. Without thinking, he grabbed his coat, flashlight, pack, and drove toward the forested cliffs above the old mines, long sealed, long forgotten by most. But Ewan remembered stories from his grandfather about things moving underfoot during mining days. Some shafts were never mapped. Some miners never returned. Underground. Isuri curled tighter as cramps racked her body. The growth inside her moved, not like a child, but like a predator learning its cage. Her breathing sharpened. Her blue fingers clawed at the moss. She had minutes, maybe less. Then a sound. Crunch. A faint scraping. Boots. Her weak eyes flared bright blue, sensing a surface dweller. Her voice cracked as she tried to scream, but only a breathless whimper emerged. Hello? A voice called out. Human. Male. Scared. She coughed out her response. Here. Please. Hurry. A crack split the cavern ceiling as light poured in. Ewan's face appeared through the opening, shocked and wide-eyed at the alien figure below. Her silver skin shimmered with sweat. Her eyes were wide, terrified. Her swollen belly twitched under thin layers of torn fabric. Bloody hell, he muttered, dropping into the cavern with rope. You heard me, she whispered. Her voice was melodic, but broken. Your signal came through. I tracked it. He kneeled beside her, pulling a scanner from his bag. He wasn't a medic, but he knew enough to see she was in distress. What's in you? Is it alive? He asked, voice trembling. Yes, she said, her voice hoarse, But not truly. It's feeding, using me, breeding. It's part of the thing that attacked me. Ewan looked toward the tunnel's shadows. It was no longer just about saving her. This creature inside her could spread, could escape. "We need to get out of you," he said. "But I've no gear for that." Her eyes glowed as she nodded. "There's one way. My people designed a self-cleansing protocol, but it must be triggered with a strong psychic bond. I am too weak to activate alone. What do I do? You must connect to me. Share your emotion. Anchor me to life. Focus everything you are into one thought. You want me to survive." He hesitated, then took her hand. For a brief second, time bent. His mind opened. He saw stars, planets, her childhood in a sky palace alight, her pain, the horror of waking up used and alone. And in return, she saw him, a boy who had always felt like an alien among humans. Alone, misunderstood, kind. Their bond ignited. Her body arched. Light burst from her chest. The parasite within screamed, a soundless roar that cracked the walls. Black smoke oozed from her mouth and belly as the organism was burned out, molecular by molecular, atom by atom. Then silence. Isuri collapsed into his arms, weightless and whole. "You did it," she breathed. "You saved me." Ewan wiped sweat from his brow. "You called. I answered." Simple as that. No human would have come alone. No alien should be left alone. She smiled weakly, her glowing eyes dimming with peace. "You're different, Ewan Maddox." He chuckled. "You've no idea." In the months that followed, Ewan helped Isuri recover in the hidden forest cabin his family rarely used. She learned to walk again. He built a stronger transmitter and kept her hidden from eyes that wouldn't understand. They talked every day, of stars and science, of Earth and pain, of what it means to survive. She told him her people would return one day. He told her he'd wait. And though no one else ever heard her first call, one human had listened, and that had been enough.